In modern history, the last time a rival fleet actually met the United States Navy in a massive, decisive, open ocean battle was 1944 in the Pacific. But here's the twist. That doesn't mean no one's challenged American sea power since then. They just stopped trying to win the old way. Instead of charging head-on at carriers, challengers turned to stealthy submarines, long-range anti-ship missiles, satellite surveillance, electronic warfare, and networks that can make the entire ocean feel like a glass map. So the real question isn't, is the US Navy strong? The real question is, can it stay dominant in a world where the ocean hides nothing anymore? Today, we're diving deep, not just listing gear, but exploring the full ecosystem: air, surface, subsurface, land support, and the invisible layers connecting it all. We start where every fight begins, with the tools in a sailor's hands. The modern Navy isn't one big floating army. It's security detachments on bases, boarding teams on RHIBs, expeditionary units far from friendly ports, and special operators who demand gear that laughs at salt, sand, and saltwater pressure. For sidearms, the Navy went modular with the Sig Sauer M17 and M18 pistols. Different grip sizes, different roles, one logistics backbone. It's not flashy, it's smart. Standardized parts mean fewer headaches in maintenance and supply. Rifles and carbines? Still the reliable M4 variants across the board. On ships, tight corridors, narrow ladders, small hatches, long barrels are a nightmare. Compact carbines aren't optional, they're survival. In the special ops community, they bridge the gap with precision rifles, like the MK13 mod series N, 300 Win Mag, predictable ballistics, stable in wind and distance, perfect for complex environments. For anti-materiel work, the Barrett M107, the classic, 50 calories, still extends standoff range. It's not magic, it's simple math. More distance equals more safety for EOD teams and security forces. Shotguns? The timeless Remington 870 rugged, simple, works when everything else is soaked or jammed. Machine guns keep it real. The M240 runs hot, dirty, salty, and keeps running. And the ancient but indestructible M2 Browning, 50 calories, still mounted everywhere because it just works. Forever. Bottom line from the armory, the Navy picks weapons that survive the sea and don't break the supply chain. Practical over pretty. People picture carriers and destroyers when they think Navy, but expeditionary forces need to hit the beach, build bases, secure zones where roads are optional. Enter the Oshkosh JLTV, better protection, independent suspension, higher payload. It doesn't quit when the pavement ends. For EOD and engineers, MRAP-style beasts like the Cougar and Buffalo with V-hulls and standoff tools. Not invincible, but they tilt the odds so crews come home. Heavy logistics? MTVR trucks haul the fuel, parts, food, and gear that keep the fleet fighting. Without them, the Navy's just a pretty statue. Now look up the real signature of Navy power is still carrier aviation. It's not just speed. It's bringing a complete airfield anywhere on the planet. The workhorse, F, A-18E, F Super Hornet. Air defense, strikes, buddy tanking reliable enough to be the default day after day. 5th gen enters with the F-35C, stealth plus sensor fusion. It sucks in data, processes it fast, gives everyone a clearer picture. On a chaotic carrier deck weather, timing, limited space that edge saves lives. Electronic attack, EA, 18G Growler, blinds enemy radars, jams coordination, creates chaos right when the strike needs it most. Eyes in the sky, E2D Hawkeye Airborne Command, sees over the horizon, orchestrates the battle. Maritime Patrol P8, Poseidon long legs, sensors, endurance for sub-hunting, and wide area watch. Helo Stay Vital, MH-60 Seahawk, family sub-hunters, surveillance, logistics, rescue, built to live in corrosion and turbulence. Carrier logistics shifting to CMV, 2-2B Osprey vertical delivery to decks without big runways, though maintenance is trickier. Unmanned is the future. MQ-4C Triton, high altitude, tireless ISR, persistent eyes over vast oceans. And the game changer, MQ-25 Stingray carrier-based unmanned tanker, Production models taxi tested, first flight early this year. It frees fighters from refueling duty, extends strike range by hundreds of miles. Your carrier becomes a longer range threat. A carrier strike group isn't one ship, it's a moving, networked system of systems. The quiet side, submarines, the invisible guarantee. Ohio-class SSBNs carry the nuclear deterrent always somewhere, always ready, making escalation irrational. Converted Ohio SSGNs, massive Tomahawk platforms, special ops support, influence without being seen. Attack backbone. Virginia-class photonics masts, digital controls, even game controller interfaces to cut training costs. More are building, they're the future. Seawolf class, few, expensive, legendary. The high-end ceiling. Surface. Nimitz class defined decades floating cities of air power. Ford class upgrades it. Electromagnetic catapults, advanced elevators, higher sortie rates. Gerald R. Ford is deployed right now in theater ops. John F. Kennedy just finished sea trials, commissioning soon. Arleigh Burke destroyers Aegis, versatility, air, surface, missile defense. Ticonderoga cruisers aging out command capacity challenge. Zumwalt class stealthy experiment now shifting to hypersonic strike roles. Amphibious, Wasp, and America class mini carriers for Marines, F-35S, Helos. San Antonio class modern troop, gear movers. Literal combat ships, fast, modular. Reliability issues hit hard, but Navy's keeping about 28 hulls, no more early retirements. They're evolving for the missions they can do. Munitions seal the deal. Trident 2D 5 strategic core. Tomahawk precision standoff strike. SM-3 ballistic missile defense from the sea. Air, AIM, 120. AMRAAM, AGM, 8. 8 harm for suppression. Underwater, Mk-48 torpedo hunts ships and subs reliably. So, is the US Navy unstoppable? No, nothing is forever. It dominates in global reach, carrier scale, undersea stealth, layered defenses, but threats evolve. Hypersonics, long-range anti-ship missiles, space sensors, dense networks, shrinking reaction time. The Navy isn't invincible. It's adaptive. And in the battles ahead, adaptation decides whether power endures or becomes history. Thanks for watching. If this breakdown hit home, smash like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's the biggest challenge facing the US Navy right now? See you in the next one.